Welcome to our beautiful custom home we're building here in Maple Ridge. We've been working on this project, working hard since the fall in construction. We've been working with our clients through the design, permitting, and planning stages from the very beginning. We're in the middle of construction, framing's done, roof's going on, windows are in, mechanical's well underway. So I'm excited to start at the very beginning with you. We've been following this story and taking videos along the way, so I'd like to get you caught up to where we are here today, and then you can follow along with us as we journey through the rest of this project to its completion. This is a stunning home. It's a new build, but it has some elements of the old home still remaining. The garage was retained, it was still useful and worked within the design. A good portion of the foundation was able to be reused as well, and by classifying this as a renovation and reusing what we could, we were allowed to keep the position of the house on the property. Whereas if we would have torn it down, we would have had to have it moved to the very front. So this is technically a renovation and parts of the house were reused, but as you'll be able to see, it will look and function as a beautiful new house.
I'm Vanessa. I'm one of the interior designers here at Kenora. Today we're going to be looking at the scope and specifications. We're looking at drawings. We've also got a lot of finishes that we need to take a look at just to finalize all the choices that the clients have made through the course of design. So everything is probably about 90% ready to go. The few small details that need to be worked out, a couple of tweaks that the clients will make with regards to a few items that haven't been selected yet, but most everything is done and ready to go.
I'm a project manager, so with Kenora we have a design lead, interior designer, and a project manager that will walk a client through the design process and into construction. So it's seamless, and I know every detail in construction, so there's no questions asked. They can go into construction knowing everything's already been decided. They can go away and go on vacation or be involved as much as they want. Our clients are Glenn and Annette, a local couple from the valley. So they approached us to do a renovation, design and build. So yeah, we are in the final stages of design. We're looking to get some decisions made on all the finishes so that we can submit for permit based on a certain cost.
Here at Kenora, we believe that the design and decision making should be done before construction starts. Any decision that's not made before construction starts is going to be a stressful decision made under pressure in the middle of the build. For instance, this gentleman, Stephen, is one of our painting contractors, and on this project he's been very helpful working with our clients to go over all the tiny little staining details when it comes to the wood finishes. Sure, that could have been done in the middle of construction on the job site, but that would be a stressful situation, could cause delays, or create unnecessary stress and budget overruns. At Kenora, we believe that if these decisions are made ahead of time, if we have clarity ahead of time, then the construction process can be an enjoyable one. It can run smoothly, and construction can be done on time and on budget. So this meeting with our clients, with Jeff and Vanessa, and a brief appearance by Stephen, our painting contractor, we believe that these meetings and the documentation of all the details results in a far, far more enjoyable and more efficient construction process.
We wanted to review kind of the scope and spec that we send them, so we have a detailed document that basically highlights every single line item that they've chosen. So we're pretty close to submitting for permit, and we want to get their budget approval based on the scope and spec document and the drawings. So they had one other item they wanted to kind of review with a wall change, and yeah, I think we're pretty close to submitting permit right now this week, and then we'll start construction in hopefully 4 to 6 weeks. Vanessa's finishing up the meeting right now, going over all the finishes that they've selected. So hopefully by end of today we'll be 98% kind of decided on. And yeah, we try to have everything up front in regards to cost and scope, alleviating any issues in construction that could come up, so they are fully involved in design and have all the decisions made so that there's no surprises, and they just know exactly what's going to happen.
A few months had passed, well, 5 months had passed. The pandemic had hit, which had slowed down the permitting process, and we decided to have one more meeting with the client just to review all the last little details prior to starting construction, to make sure he understood fully what was happening and what the plan was.
So we're gonna basically bump out this front entry. It'll be a nice post and beam front patio. Rip out this old chimney here. We're gonna raise all the walls to 9 feet around the whole perimeter. So we're actually gonna rip off all the exterior walls on the house only, and then leave the existing garage, which is actually a detached garage just adjoined by the roof here. So we're gonna add a bunch of new windows kind of here to the left of the front bump out. So yeah, all new windows and doors. Around this side, we're gonna do an addition off this side. So there's gonna basically, existing wall is gonna come here, and then addition out this way, just halfway down the wall here. So the new master will be in this corner. It'll come out to basically addition out to here, and then a covered patio kind of where this old hot tub location is. So we're gonna rip off this old cedar deck, have a nice, probably a stamped concrete patio, covered patio here. And then out the back here we'll have an in-ground new vinyl pool that we're just finishing up design on.
So we're in the house now. Let's take a look at what has gone on since our client moved out. What you'll see is that it is entirely shelled. We had a hazmat remediation team in here. They spent a week or so professionally removing all the drywall, which pretty much was all asbestos containing. We then went through and took anything that could be recycled or reused. All the wiring has been pulled, the copper, anything that we can repurpose, reuse ahead of time was taken out, and now we have a pretty bare shell. Most of this area is going to get demolished. We're keeping the foundation and we're keeping a few walls, but really we're getting ready to pull a lot of this down. We're just very carefully deconstructing it first. We are on site today at our Maple Ridge renovation, and you could say we're making some progress. Let's check this out. That's looking a little different. The material that's removed from this demolition is brought to a larger off-site location where it is streamed and sorted for reusable or recycled wood that can be repurposed for other uses.
I'm so excited. This is a huge part of the process of this build.
Before you go forward, you got to go backwards.
Yeah, exactly.